Hello, guys. So today I'm going to show you how to find and work on your assignment for today. So we're in Canvas and we're going to go, of course, into modules. And then you have like videos that you can watch if you want to about the Progressive Era. And then we're going down to this one, Labor Movement in Utah Reading and Photo Activity. So go ahead and click on that. And then, of course, remember you can click on this to make it bigger. I went ahead into that earlier so I can show you how to do some things on here. So you can go ahead and type in your name, Palta, and well, the due date's going to be today, which is going to be March 24th for you guys. So I'm not going to worry about typing that. Okay, it says, as you do read about the labor movement in Utah, make a timeline of when unions were formed and other important dates. Use the line below the reading to make your timeline. Hint, the bold words will help you. So you notice you go through and reading, you'll see some dates and then some bold words that go with it. So, for example, this is the first paragraph. When the economic boom of both the nation and Utah in the 1800s came, the Noble Order of the Knights of Labor, a national group of labor unions. The Utah Knights began activities as early as 1883. Their first known local was the Fidelity Assembly number 3286 and the local coal mines of Grass Valley near Coalville, and consisted mostly of Mormons. The Knights formed a district assembly in 1886 and 8 through 87, and by 1888 had reached a peak membership in Utah about 1,100. The rise of the Knights was short-lived. Many national and local trade unions remained independent. By 1889, there were about 20 local unions in Salt Lake City, most associated with independent national unions. 14 of these, representing 2,400 men, organized into the Utah Federation Trades and Labor Council under the leadership of Robert Gibson Seltzer. While the Knights declined after 1888, most Utah unions soon became associated with the rapidly growing American Federation of Labor, AFL. This move was engineered by Slater, who attended the FL's 1889 convention and served as a Utah organizer in 1891 through 92. However, the first known charter for the Utah AFL was not granted until 1893, just as Utah and the rest of the nation were sinking into a devastating union-destroying depression. Ooh. Okay, a charter, it's just so like kind of like, though it's like a document or organization that grants the organization to have the right to operate in Utah. Okay, so of course we got lots of dates right there. So I'm going to show you how to kind of do this first one. So it was 1883, and we got the Fidelity Assembly, the Utah Knights. Fidelity Assembly was located in the coal mines of Grass Valley near Coalfields. So we had the first known local union. So I'm going to go down here to see where it says Utah Movement Timeline. Use information from the reading and make a timeline of the Utah's labor movement. Include 10 dates and a detailed explanation. So notice this, you have to click on the timeline. So I'll click on it like this till a blue box appears around it. I got my blue box. And then I'll open the drawing box and you can type it. Don't forget to hit save. So here's my drawing. Okay, and then I'm going to put my 10 dates here. Oops. Then I need to make sure there's a blue box here. So then it says type my 10 dates here. So I'm going to get it to make sure my little cursor is there at the end. And I'm going to type, okay, I'm going to make a bullet point. I can do numbering too. I'll just do a bullet point. 1883. And come over here and make another little bullet point. And then I'm going to type Fidelity. Type Fidelity Assembly number 3286. Founded in the coal mines Grass Valley. There we go. Okay. So then you can do this all at once too. So I'm going to hit save and close. So obviously I wouldn't be done with my timeline there. But once I hit save, my text should appear up here. If you wanted to go and like use a scrap piece of paper and write down 10 dates and 10 of the what happened on those dates, that would work as well, and then type it all at once, you can do that. If it's easier for you to print this off and then email it to me, you can do that as well, whatever works best for you. Okay, so after you go through and you do your 10 dates, then you're going to go down here to the primary source photo activity. Now you're going to make some observations and some inferences about these labor photos. Now, if you can't make these big enough for you, you can click on here and it'll take you to bigger pictures. So observations, looking at this, okay, I can see the bigger picture of it. It says cutting off the surplus growth, the extra growth. So here it has the unions, has Uncle Sam, it has a notices. So it's talking about cutting off, and notice what it says right there. So now hopefully you can see a little bit better. It says radicals, violent, notice if necessary, will shave the scalp free of charge. So notice this is a very anti-union cartoon. So going over here, back to the first one, observation. So first I would put I see Uncle Sam is the barber. Sorry guys, but every time I type, it seems like the screen, the thing that I'm using to film this is cutting off. It's annoying. Uncle Sam is the barber. Okay, so I got Uncle Sam's the barber. Inferences based on what you can see. Uncle Sam's supposed to represent United States, right? So I'm going to put Uncle Sam. All right, guys. So hopefully, sorry, that part might have been a little bit cut off. And again, I'm sorry about that. So observations, Uncle Sam is the barber. That's something that we can see from this cartoon, right? Inferences based on what you see, what you can infer. Well, based on that, Uncle Sam's a barber and he's cutting, the Union's hair, that Uncle Sam represents the United States and the U.S. is anti-union. So that's an inference that you can make. Okay, now remember, your inferences don't have to be right or wrong. It's just based on what you see, what you can talk about. So another example would be the fact that they could shave, we see a sign saying they'll shave the whole head. What's an inference we can make about that? Okay, what about the other things? We can see other things that are in the Union's hair. Okay, what's an inference we can make about that? Okay, and then looking at this photo, what are some other things? What are some things that you can see? So this is a group of messenger boys striking outside the Western Union thing. Why do you think they were striking? Okay, and then here's another one, the streetcar workers strike. So hopefully that helps you, okay, complete this assignment. All right, you guys are awesome.